Hello, I'm Supervisor Dalia Palchik from the Providence District of Fairfax County. In the midst of this outbreak of COVID-19, many families are finding themselves facing some of the risk factors that could lead to child abuse and neglect. These include parental stress, economic instability, food insecurity, a lack of adequate child care, and a lack of normal routines. And in addition, those stressors are now exacerbated by families being in confined quarters for an extended period of time. With schools and many child care providers in our area closed, children and families are out of contact with mandated reporters such as teachers, counselors, and child care providers. Every child deserves to grow up in a supportive, stable, and nurturing environment. And right now, we are asking the community to please step up and help us keep an eye on our neighborhood children, as many of the normal child protective factors are not in place during this crisis. If you have questions, concerns, or would like additional support about a child's safety, please call Child Protective Services 24-hour hotline at 703-324-7400. Fairfax County CPS hotline workers can also provide families with help, guidance, and referrals to additional supportive services. This is why I am now sponsoring the Proclamation for Child Abuse and Prevention Month for April of 2020 in Fairfax County. The proclamation reads, whereas over 3.5 million children were involved with child protective services across the United States in 2017, and whereas over 60,000 children in the Commonwealth of Virginia were reported as possible victims of abuse or neglect in state fiscal year 2019, and whereas over 3,000 children in Fairfax County were involved with child protective services in fiscal year 2019, and whereas over 269,000 children live in Fairfax County, and whereas the Fairfax County Department of Family Services, other human services agencies, Fairfax County Public Schools, and community partners work together to strengthen and support families and protect children from abuse and neglect. And whereas Fairfax County's Child Protective Services 24-hour hotline received almost 13,000 calls in fiscal year 2019, many from people seeking help, guidance, and referrals to parenting programs and supportive services. And whereas assisting children and families early makes common sense as well as fiscal sense, in addition to saving people the trauma of more intensive services later on, prevention and early intervention services also save money. And whereas all Fairfax County residents, community agencies, faith groups, and businesses are encouraged to renew their commitment to preventing child abuse and promoting safety and well-being of children. Now therefore be it resolved that the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, on behalf of all residents of Fairfax County, does hereby proclaim the month of April 2020 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Fairfax County, and urges all residents to wear blue and plant a pinwheel garden as a show of support for combined efforts to keep all children in our community safe. Thank you.
Good morning. I'd first like to start off by thanking you for honoring April 2020 as Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month. Back in the early 2000s, there was a child, roughly 13 years of age, who was expelled from all Fairfax County public schools due to a bus fight. This fight led to a multiple bus collision, endangering many students. And this child? Well, it was me. My name is Latika Jeffrey, formerly known as Latika Etheridge, and as you can imagine, I was labeled as a troubled child. However, the truth of the matter was, I lacked support, guidance, and I had many family stressors. Roughly a year after being expelled, I entered foster care, and there I was granted a second chance and life-changing opportunities. By becoming a ward of the state, I was able to return to public schools where I graduated in 2007 from Thomas Edison High School. In 2011, at the age of 21, I was adopted and was able to pursue a higher education from Strayer University. And in 2016, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration. Currently, I'm a part of the 3% of foster youth who's aged out of foster care and holds a degree. By proclaiming April 2020 Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month, it increases the public's awareness and reduces the risk for at least one child or family. As a former user of the child welfare system and now advocate, I understand the importance of being proactive versus reactive. On behalf of all youth, advocates, and foster homes, thank you for your continued support.